Hi and welcome to my video, and today I'm talking about a mini tripod. Um, I recently got a Letus Mini 35, some a rail system, and some Olympus lenses to go on my JVC GYH M100. It's a vintage video camera that is from about 2000. I don't know when it came out, maybe 2007, something like that. So I just got the Letus Mini recently, and I got an adapter so I can put the Letus Mini on my JVC GYH M100. And my Letus Mini was used and it came with the Olympus adapter, so I got some Olympus lenses. So I'm shooting right now with the Olympus 50mm, 1.5 maximum aperture lens. So and I recently got a camera bag so that I can take the whole rig is about 16 17 inches long, so I was lucky enough to pick up a secondhand camera bag. It's Kata, which I think was bought by Manfrotto, but it's a Kata bag and it's a backpack and it has a nice I can fit my whole camera in there without dismantling it. So that's really great because I can just pull my tripod out, pull my camera out, set it up in seconds and shoot, which is what I want to do. And I want to be portable so that I can go and shoot outside wherever I want, whenever I want. What I found was the Kata backpack is great because I can carry my tripod, but I found my tripod was added a little bit too much weight, and I found the whole thing to be, I wished I could lighten the load a little bit. So I looked on eBay for a tripod, a portable tripod, and I didn't see anything that I thought would be suitable. So I decided that to see if I could just modify my Benro tripod, and each one of these leg extension tubes, which adds 2 leg extensions on each leg, they weigh about half a pound. So I took 3 of those off, and I made up a new set of feet. And this Benro tripod, now fully extended, is about 2 feet, which is fine for me because for video shooting, what I'm shooting, if I'm 2 feet off the ground, that's fine for me. I only need to be 2 feet, is perfectly usable for me to shoot when I'm shooting. I just shoot a little bit of landscape. The only reason I have a tripod is I want everything to be nice and stable for a still video shooting, and I can still capture people walking towards me or people walking away from me and stuff like that, street shots. And I don't need that extra height from my video camera for what I'm shooting anyways. So now I have a really lightweight and really sturdy tripod, and it's also shaved a couple of inches off the length of it, so I can easily tuck it into my backpack and carry it with me and quickly set it up. And now I'm going to talk about how I made the feet for this. And what I did was I mixed 100% silicone, which you can buy at Home Depot, and you get a big, like sort of a mid-sized mixing bowl, and you put in half a cup of cornstarch in there, and then you kind of dispense or squirt out as much silicone as you need, 100% silicone, into the bowl, and then you mix that up, and wear those like plastic disposable gloves, and mix up the cornstarch with the silicone. And in my case, I added I had some inkjet color ink, and I used that for the color. I wanted to have these to be colored, so I added red inkjet ink to the cornstarch silicone mixture, and then you mix it up until it's like Play-Doh. And then I made 3 balls, and then you kind of use your hand and you mold them onto each of the feet like this, right? And you just mold them around the feet. There's threads under here. And then I added quite a bit of silicone onto the bottom because I wanted there to be a really nice pad on top of the aluminum. So it's really strong. It's not like this is really thick. This part at the bottom is very thick. It's about a half an inch thick. So you want the majority of the silicone to be on the end of the leg, so it protects you from the ground and the bottom of your tripod, which you don't want to damage the end of your tripod, because you still may want to use the tripod and put it back together with the other 2 extension feet in the future. So this isn't like a permanent thing. You could just, as long as you want this little mini tripod, you can have this. And so you just mold that. And the other thing, you can see there's a little bit of an angle. So after I put the feet on there, then I spread out the tripod, and I very gently touched it on the ground to get that angle. You just want to do it very gently so that it just sort of flattens out the silicone. You can also flatten it out mostly with your fingers to get it mostly flat, and just press it on the ground just to get the correct angle so that it sits nice and flat on the ground like that. And then I also took a piece of plastic just to mold this, just any kind of chunk of plastic, and just to mold this nicely around the edge here to make a little sort of so it looks nice like that. So that's how I made these, and this takes 24 hours to dry. The silicone takes about 24 hours to dry, and it's really hard and really solid. So it's a good little tip that I picked up on YouTube to make these little silicone. You can mold silicone to make whatever, there's tons of projects you could figure that out for. So anyways, I hope you like that. It's my sort of my tripod mod for a mini tripod, and you could probably do that with just about any tripod that you have sitting around. And if you're like me and you only need a small tripod just to keep your camera stable when you're shooting with video, and you don't need to be high up off the ground to shoot. Literally all my shots are basically just sort of, I don't need to be more than a couple feet off the ground to shoot, and I can still like rotate the camera around for landscapes and stuff like that. So anyways, I hope you liked that video, and thanks for watching. Bye.